I don't know what to think about it. So our plans are awry, as undoubtedly a lot of you's plans have gone awry, all because of the same thing at one point or another, which is COVID. So our last night in Panama City, I started not feeling great, and then we were on the road and just kept getting worse. So out of an abundance of caution, I took an at-home COVID test this morning. It tested positive. Hillary tested negative. Subsequently have taken a couple more and have been positive every time. Plus I have symptoms, so I have COVID. So the week that we plan to spend with family and friends is not going to look like that. It's going to look like quarantining inside of an airstrip.
It's so frustrating. We can't decide if we're mad or sad. I mean, we've been by ourselves this whole time. For the most part, we could have gotten it any day and it would have been like, okay, well, like we'll just hang out in the RV. And now it's like the one week we wanted to be with friends and family, and we had so much planned and just bummed. But it's more important that you're okay, get you better as soon as possible, don't get anybody else sick. I'm sitting right here next to him because I'm obviously not going anywhere. We've been in each other's presence all this time, so it is what it is. He was like hauling us across all these states yesterday driving. There's so much driving involved, and you were like really wiped out by the end of the day. It's a real thing and it's still out there. I just felt like it was gone, you know?
Yeah. We'll have to see what this week ends up looking like. We'll keep you posted.
Probably won't be doing as much College Station, Austin, like Guadalupe River with our friends. Today's Halloween. We're going to be with our little nieces and nephews on Halloween. That's the update. It's not a pretty update, but it is what it is, so we'll keep you posted.
Does he have something that belongs to you? Does that belong to you? How do you feel, Maggie? What are we watching?
Community.
On the tiniest screen ever. This is when I wish that we had a TV. We made it to our next location, which we did not want to move at all, but we had to. So we are now at Bastrop State Park, and we're gonna stay here for 3 nights. We just needed to find some places where we could just stay as long as we could. That way we can kind of rest and not be on the road too much and really just try to hibernate and keep ourselves from people. It's kind of ironic because we hear that there's supposed to be bad weather coming, like very severe weather, like tornadoes that they don't usually get down here in like the Austin area. The irony is that we're basically as much on a mountain as you can get in this area. Is where our campsite is. Hopefully no tornadic weather comes through, because we're just gonna have to hop in the truck and find a safe place to be, because this is not gonna be that safe place. But we went through it in Amarillo, by God, we'll be okay. Okay, this is our current routine. Trying to not get worse.
Hey, COVID.
This is how we roll. It's like a little shot. Ding. When we first took this, he goes, reminds me of every time I've ever been sick.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
It's the taste of illness right there.
It's the taste of sickness. What do you think of this super scenic state park?
This is the perfect place to hibernate while having COVID.
Okay, great. That's awesome. It works out. Hi, Myrtle. I think she's sick too. The kind of cool part is, nobody else is staying here. That's kind of nice. We can see there are other people in the park, but not near us.
So we went to Bastrop State Park to do our isolation and recovery, which we did. We're both now on the mend from COVID and back at it. We're here in Marfa, Texas, where we have been before. We actually stayed up one night to see the Marfa Lights, which was a lot of fun, and you can hear all about that in our first podcast. And now we're back to check out the city again.
We are camping at El Cosmico. I have wanted to stay here for years, and it is nothing like what I hoped. So I'm a little disappointed. Their website is so legit, and I've come by at night and it looks kind of fun, but they don't facilitate RVs. Other people, I guess, are allowed to camp with tents maybe in this area, so that could be fun if you're strictly doing some tent camping, or if you want to pay to stay in like their renovated Airstreams or yurts or different things like that. You could do something like that. That might be fun. There's not a soul in sight, so something tells me it might not be as popular as I thought it was.
I've always insisted that I never got to stay here long enough. It was always just a night and it happened so fast. And now we're having to park on like a dirt parking lot and I'm like, okay, let's go tomorrow morning. We're leaving tomorrow morning. We're not sticking around for this. It's surprisingly hot, even in November. When you don't get a campsite and you think that you are, that means you don't have hookups, you don't have an air conditioner, you don't have anything like that. It's kind of a lot to expect our dog to sit in a hot Airstream. We're not gonna do that to Maggie, and we're not gonna do that to ourselves.
This is where Hillary has brought us.
I have brought us to outdoor bathrooms, outdoor showers. I did not know that was part of this shebang. I've also brought us to stay in a parking lot. If you have an RV, you will park on their dirt parking lots and the little pew. Can you tell? Less animated than usual. And this is the bathroom. Nice and clean though. We just had cocktails at Hotel Paisano. I think it's such a cool hotel. I still want to go back there and I want to get one of those hotel rooms with like the like private balcony slash, you know, outdoor space with like the fireplace and all that. It is good vibes, but we're a little like frustrated. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
It's the third time that we've tried to eat there, and the third time we've been told that they don't have room for us. That's probably the last time I'll try to eat there.
We've tried to make reservations and everything, and they'll just like shut down for the whole night and be like, no, we're not allowing outside people tonight.
Completely dead in there.
So
nothing going
dead.
on. Plenty of space all over the restaurant, all over the bar. Apparently they don't want our money.
It is really weird, guys. Like, yeah, there's a couple of things about this place that is like kind of weird. They wouldn't let anybody eat outside there, and they've got this fabulous outdoor spot next to a fountain.
It is a really cool hotel. I definitely want to go and stay there, but skip the restaurant.
They're like difficult. They're just difficult. You guys, it got crazy cold last night. Super surprised me. I tend to just forget how cold it can get in the desert, but it got really, really cold. This morning we woke up, and as soon as we stepped outside, it's pretty warm because the sun is intense, and so we made our way down to a coffee shop called Do Your Thing. So I did my thing and I got myself a latte. It's kind of fun because some of the places around here are kind of like little shacks, and you don't necessarily know that there's a business there. But if you open the door, you'll find things inside. So that's what we did this morning. We are actually about to head out, but before we do, I wanted to make sure you guys know about something that we usually do coming to Marfa, and that is wake up super early in the morning and go see the Marfa Lights. We've got a whole episode on Marfa and the Marfa Lights from our previous trip here, and so we're going to share some of the footage with you. I don't know, 5-10 miles outside of town, there's an actual place where people go and watch the lights, and if you go really early in the morning, like 5 a.m. or so, like before sunset, you might see some lights that are unidentifiable in the UFO sense. And some people have had crazy experiences. There have been some really fun podcasts that I've listened to about it. I was really, really glad that Jamin was willing to do it with me last time because I would have been so freaked out without him. And he also could not attest to whether or not those lights could be attributed to anything human. The jury is still out
So this is the Marfa Lights viewing area. So this cowboy in 1883 saw the Marfa Lights and reported them to people around. They thought that maybe they were a campfire or something like that. They went out and looked, couldn't find anything. So Hillary and I came out this morning at 5 a.m. and we saw something that we just can't explain. We're out here in Marfa, Texas, and we are at the observation point to see the Marfa Lights.
And it's Halloween morning.
Oh, that's true.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that till just now.
Oh,
It's October 31st.
All the spooks and specters are out.
Love it.
On the right, I think are cars, and on the left, I think is something we can't identify. It moves so much that the camera won't focus on it. And every time it moves, it changes color, I feel like.
You saw it move, right?
Yeah.
So it's moving again. It's for sure moving.
Oh my gosh.
And it stopped. That's moving up.
Holy crap.
We kept watching this like little light move and turn like red, yellow, blue. Jamie was like, it's moving. And I was like, oh my gosh, it is moving. Like, it was crazy. We also saw a lot of car lights. We get it. But we also saw a light that we just can't explain how long it hovered and kept doing different things. So
I don't know what to think about it.
I will say they were not car lights. It's pretty obvious when you look out where we were looking. It wasn't car lights, but could it have been something else? I don't know. But you have to come here and you have to find out for yourself.
We are headed to Carlsbad Caverns National Park. Make sure that you are subscribed from wherever you watch and listen to come with us. Thanks for liking and commenting on this video. And remember, life is short. Wander well.